Soli Deo Gloria presents Messa de Gloria by Giacomo Puccini, Saturday, March 16th, 3 o'clock at First United Methodist Church, 420 North Nevada. I'm here with Nate Voelker from Soli Deo Gloria. Also, David Voelk, a music professor from CSU Pueblo. Gentlemen, hello.
Hi, great to see you, Keith.
Good afternoon.
All right. Which one of you didn't know there was a mass by Puccini?
No,
I'm not talking about the music expert here, but I was kind of surprised that you hear Puccini, you don't think of mass.
You know, the truth is, I know a lot of great choral masterworks. Yeah. I did not know this piece.
I didn't either. This one's a little off the radar screen, and thank goodness for Google.
So a lesser known work.
Yeah. I do know a little bit of the history.
Yeah.
It was his graduation exercise. So it's a youthful work. He wrote it when he was 18, and apparently it was performed with the graduation or at that time, and then he shelved it. His intentions at that point were to move away from sacred music to opera. And so this was him sort of closing the book on his period of sacred music in his youth. And the work was known. People knew that it had happened, but he kept it on the shelf. And then after his death in the mid-50s, it was brought back, sort of rediscovered. And I believe it was performed in Chicago at the time. But even since, it's not been widely performed. But I think it's a great work, and we're happy to do it in this, anniversary year of Puccini's death.
So a cool piece that a lot of people may not be familiar with.
It
Something
really
new and
yeah.
interesting.
I mean, it's new to me. I've really enjoyed digging in on it. But I got to say, especially, you see it and you see the youth in the writing, because there are moments when you're like, you want us to do what? I mean, it's a challenging work. It's a really challenging work. But the singers are really stepping up to the plate. They're working hard. They're putting in a lot of extra time on their own in order to work this up. I feel excited and honored to get to be a part of this. It's really fun that this is what the Soli Deo Gloria choir, this is actually the chamber singers, which is our smaller auditioned group. This semester we've got 30 singers in that group, which is our max number that will be in the chamber singers group. And so that group, along with the Pueblo Choral Society and the choir from Colorado State University Pueblo, it's going to be a pretty great group and a good size choir with the three groups coming together. So we're going to be doing that performance, as you said, here in Colorado Springs, but we will also then be doing it in Pueblo
at Hogue Recital Hall.
That's right.
That'll be the following evening, Sunday, March 17th, or
day? 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. All right. Chamber singers. This is something new for Soli.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We were fortunate enough with the entire Soli Deo Gloria choir to perform as guests with the Pueblo Choral Society down in Pueblo this past December. And we had such a wonderful time. David and I have really enjoyed getting to know each other and coming up with creative ideas for how we can partner together with, some great choirs. So we were looking ahead to this semester and saying, David said to me, well, we're going to be singing this Puccini. What would you think about helping us out on this? And I was like, that sounds fantastic. So that's really the genesis of it.
Well, David, you're with Pueblo Choral Society.
Yes.
You lead that?
I do.
And CSU singers?
The director there is Dr. Jennifer Bruton, who's in her second year at CSU Pueblo. And we have traditionally partnered with the CSU Pueblo choirs on our large work in the spring. So we're just adding the Soli Deo Gloria chamber singers this year.
Very nice.
To join us. So.
What kind of people, what count are we talking about as far as singers in this performance?
Well, let's see here. Are you about roughly 40-ish?
45 on a good day maybe, but between 40 and 45, I think.
With the Pueblo Choral Society.
Yes, with the Choral Society. And then we're a little post-COVID, but the concert choirs at CSU Pueblo will add another 20 singers at least.
Nice.
So all in all, we're probably looking at, 90 to 100 singers roughly that'll be performing this work.
How about the music? Who will be performing?
Well, I'm just going to give a shout out to my colleague David here.
Yeah.
He has put together a fantastic reorchestration for an organ part, and he has put all the string parts and various components of the orchestration into the organ part. And so the organ part that he has put together and composed / arranged is going to be coupled with various wind instruments, and that's going to be played by our very own local fantastic organist, Joe Galima.
Very nice. David, we were talking before we started recording about Hogue Recital Hall and how they have a pipe organ, and it's kind of behind a curtain.
They do. I was telling you, and I joke, I came to CSU Pueblo originally as music chair. And my piano colleague, Zahari Metchkov, one day said, we've really got to get a little bit of work done on the organ, which we did. But at the time he said it, I was like, we have a pipe organ? Because on stage it's often behind curtains. And it was 6 months on the job before I knew we even had the instrument. But it's a wonderful instrument. It will do good service on this concert.
All right. SoliDeoGloriaCS.org to find out more about this and purchase tickets, and a lot of productions. I mean, the Soli has been doing a lot of stuff this year.
We are.
I say that every time because it's like, how many times have you been in this?
I mean,
this
you've got to
year?
be sick of talking to me at this point. It's just getting ridiculous,
Just
isn't it?
get you an office here.
Or a cot, even.
Or something.
Yeah.
All right. Giacomo Puccini, a young Giacomo Puccini, his Messa di Gloria. It'll be Saturday, March 16th, 3 o'clock at First United Methodist Church here in the Springs, and Sunday, March 17th, also 3 o'clock at Hogue Recital Hall on the CSU Pueblo campus, and featuring the Soli Deo Gloria Chamber Singers, the Pueblo Choral Society, and the Colorado State University Singers. I've been speaking to Nate Voelker from Soli Deo Gloria, also David Volk, CSU Pueblo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Keith.